Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world, and I bitch and complain about things that annoy me, bother me, piss me off, and just plain make me want to drive my head straight through a cinder block wall and wonder why, oh why the world functions the way it does. Yeah, it's still going to be painful either way, but still, it beats today's topic. And I do apologize, I am still a little stuffy, allergies, seasonal stuff, pollen, all this other crap. It's a wonderful thing to have happen to you this fucking time of year. And of course, mine are just going full whole hog on me because of all the dust in the house and everything else. Yay. God, I hate allergies. But anyway, I digress. Today's topic, scummy eBay users. All right. I know you're going to say, Andrew, but don't you sell stuff on eBay and buy on eBay? Yeah, I do. And I'm a good seller. I hold myself high to the standards that I put upon myself to be a good seller. If I get an item at a yard sale or flea market, I inspect the hell out of it. I don't just half-ass it, put it up, and hope and pray that somebody's going to look at this and go, oh, it's fine the way it is, and be done with it. No. I painstakingly check something. I will double and triple check it. If it's fine by my standards and it doesn't seem busted or anything, I will put it up as so. Most of the time, if it's used, I'll put it down as used. Used clarifies that, keep in mind, it's not brand spanking new. I examine it like everybody else that sells something on eBay. I don't just take a picture of it, plop it up online, and go, well, that's it, screw examining it, it's not going to happen. So, of course, I'm going to be using an example that recently happened to me. I had to refund a purchase that was made on me. Oh, goody. So, for starters, let's just start off with what it was. So, I'd sold my telescope. Yep, I sold my telescope. I love my... I got this telescope from my uncle who passed away. It was one of the things in his house when we were cleaning it out. And it's like, all right, I'll take it. Well, I didn't have a use for it, and at the time, figure everything that was going on, I was figuring, okay, it's one less thing I have to worry about, find a better home for it. And I hadn't really used it at all since I had gotten it because I didn't really have a chance to. So, of course, I was like, screw it. Let's just, do this and be done with it. No, apparently that wasn't good enough. So I took pictures of it. I examined it a bit beforehand. Took pictures, put it up on eBay, and somebody bought it. And I was excited about that, especially for the fact that it went for $70 with the shipping. That was about $90 total. Of course, nothing works out well for me sometimes when it comes to stuff that I get from family members to sell. Hardly ever works out well. A few rare occurrences where everything works out perfectly, but not always. Something always screws the pot in some way, shape, or form, and I end up getting fucked in the ass because of it. So, of course, what is my problem this time? Well, person got the item, but before I get that far, to ship it out, I put it into a box, took it to the post office. Now, the telescope was in its original box. The box had seen better days. There was duct tape net around it. I retaped it with some packing tape. I covered it in bubble wrap. So it was wrapped in bubble wrap. There's bubble wrap on the sides. This thing was pretty much protected. And this thing was solid. It didn't move in the box. Nothing. I take it down. I ship it out. Well, the post office couldn't get it to go priority mail. Now, I had it to go priority mail. They couldn't get it to go priority mail. For some unknown reason, it kept glitching, saying that it wasn't able to do it. The postal employee behind the counter, she tried everything she could to get it to go priority mail. It just kept saying unable to deliver, unable to deliver, unable to deliver. She tried a different option, thinking maybe priority mail just wasn't registering it, or there was just like some little glitch or something that was coming up, screwing it up, and she couldn't figure out what it was. So, of course, she managed to get it to go then. It went via USPS retail ground. Fine. is just going to be a little longer to get there. And I was nice enough to inform the buyer of this because it was out of my hands because it was an issue with the post office. That wasn't my problem. It wasn't my fault. So it got there apparently today as of this recording, and the buyer immediately sends a message wanting a refund. A full refund. Apparently the focuser isn't working. It's damaged, and they want a full refund. And apparently I'm a horrible eBayer because I don't inspect my items before I put them up. I liked how they said they're never going to buy from me again. You bought one item from me, and you're never going to buy again. One item, which I checked prior to putting up. One item that I put up. Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. So I did a little bit of research quick, and I'm like, look, if it's just a focuser, there's a few of them that are replacement parts on eBay. How about a partial refund? You can get a replacement focuser, or you can still use the telescope. No, I want a full refund. Fine, here's your full refund. I'm out $90. Plus the 30-something it cost me to ship it to you in the first place, because the shipping was off. So it cost me like $34-something to ship it. Plus the $90 total that I got for it with the shipping that you had paid. The extra was coming out of my pocket. So now I'm out the shipping for it to go to you. You have the item. You got your refund because it would have cost me, I would have had to pay again to have the item shipped back to me. And you would have been pissed off if you would have had to pay for that. And then you would have been giving me hell. But then this made me think that there are many other sellers out there that go through this problem. Because there are eBayers. First off, I have no guarantee that this was even an issue. I have no proof that the focuser was damaged. Everything was fine to me when I shipped it out, but apparently no, it's not. It's busted when it gets to you. And it's instantly my fault. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. But then this made me think that there are other eBayers out there that go through this every single day. Because eBay's return system, honest to God, is a fucking joke. I mean no disrespect to the site, but let's face it, that's something that needs a major fucking overhaul, and it needs it now. So, how does the refund and return system work? Well, there's multiple options. Option A, full refund. You send them a shipping label, they print it out, they plop it on, they send you back the item, and then you refund them the money upon you receiving the item. There's only one problem with that. If I would have done that route, besides it costing me more money in the end, the person that bought it could easily damage it, break it, destroy it a bit more, and then blame it on shipping, thereby returning to me a completely busted item that now I can do nothing with, and they walk away scot-free. That's problem number one. Problem number two. You have what I like to call the partial refund. Now, this is a nice little idea. However, not everybody wants to go for it, especially ones that demand a full refund. That's what bothered me with this, is that it was a full refund. And I'm not saying any names, so you have no idea who this is. So, keep that in mind. But it bothers me that, in all honesty, they just demanded a full refund. More so to the point, they contacted me by opening up a return request. There was no message or anything like, hey, I'm having a problem here. Can I take care of this? No, it's straight to the return request, which means that you instantly don't trust me, or you had this plan from the start. And this is my general point of today's rant video. And yes, it took me like 9 minutes to get into it, but still. How many eBayers out there have to deal with this? I mean, you have scummy buyers and scummy sellers. There are scummy sellers that deserve to be banned off of eBay. No argument about that in way, shape, or form. You have the ones that they will sell literal snake oil to you, claiming to be like, Elvis Presley's spit or something. No, shit like that does not fly. But at the same time, you have buyers that oh, I'm going to buy this really impressive item here, but I don't really have a lot of funds, so it's going to take like all my money to buy it. But then I'm going to get my money back because I'm going to say that it wasn't working, that it's busted. Prior to me, getting it, I have this plan in my head that, oh, I'm going to get my money back. That's not a problem. And this is an issue because eBay has no system in place to prevent this shit from happening. Because, oh, you can report the buyer then. That's not a problem, and I have reported the buyer. But that doesn't help in the long run. In the long run, what ends up happening is simple. The person throws a fit. You, the seller, has to cave because your only options are, pay for the return label and pay for the return shipping. Item gets sent back to you. Then you refund them. You just refund them the money in full. They keep the item. Or you give a partial refund. They still keep the item. Or you do nothing. eBay intervenes and then eBay gives them the money regardless. See, there's no good avenue here. And I like how eBay's like, oh, we'll send them a message. They're not willing to send me a message in the first place to interact with me. They instantly go right through you, which means they don't want to talk to me. Which means they had this planned. And see, this is my problem. Because, and eBay isn't alone in this. You have Amazon that has sellers that do fake items, that steal pictures from other sellers and use it on their products. Oh, here, you see this picture? This is a picture of a person holding a cell phone. You want to know what's funny? That same person is the official contracted model for this particular company that sells this particular cell phone case that's seen in the picture holding this phone. And you want to know what the kicker is? You just slapped your watermark over top of it to make it seem like it's your thing so that you can sell it. Way to go, assholes. But then you have people like this that, especially on the buyer end, because a lot of people don't ever think of the other side of the spectrum. They go, oh, eBay, all the sellers sell used stuff. It's all garbage. They con people. No! That's not even fucking close. eBay has a lot of good sellers on there. There are a lot of sellers that have 100% positive feedback, which I'm probably going to lose mine now. Because you have people that will specifically target them and go on there and go, I'm going to lie about this product because I'm not happy that the person, I'm not happy the person, sold this to me. Or I never wanted to buy it in the first place, or I wanted it, but I didn't want to pay for it. Because the sad part is, in the end, the person ended up getting the telescope for free. So not only am I out the money, which is over $100, which I could really use, I'm out that money, I'm out the item, I'm looking at losing my 100% positive feedback, and on top of all that, I had to do the dance with a person that I swear just scammed me entirely. And this is what happens on eBay. In this day and age, this is sad. Look, if you don't want something, don't buy it. Don't sit there and go, oh, I'm going to buy this thing, and then start planning out this little song and dance in your head about how you're going to screw over the seller out of their money because you just wanted it for free. You people make me sick that do that. And this bothers the living hell out of me. Because there are people that will make this a profession. That they'll go, and it's not even, this started like long before even eBay. You would have people that'll go buy something in a store, use it like 2 or 3 times, clean it up real nice, and then take it back to the store and go, I didn't like it, it didn't work right, it wasn't functioning right, this is the earliest I could get here to return it. And they've used it. They scammed the system, and they just got their money back. And you have evolved. You're now in the online market space. Oh, well, I'm going to complain because I don't like this. There's an issue with this. Whereas you couldn't just take an idea of, hey, you could always get a replacement part. I will give you a partial refund for the replacement part, and then you can fix it up and make it better. Fact B, I think most of the replacement focusers for this that I found would have actually been better than the one that was originally on there. So wow, would have made it a little more powerful. But no. No. I want a full refund. Which tells me when buyers demand that, they had no intention of, taking the item in the first place. It was one of those, oh, it got here. Damn, I was hoping it would have been damaged in transit and there would be insurance and I could just, do insurance fraud with the Postal Service. Oh, damn. Well, now I have to try to get my money back by scamming this poor seller out of the money by telling them there's something wrong with it. Now, occasionally I've had an item that I've sold that would get destroyed in the mail. And that did happen once, and I was more than willing and happy at that point to refund the money. I had no issues about that, no qualms about that at all. Because they sent me pictures and they're like, oh yeah, here, it's damaged, it's busted. There is like nothing. Yeah, it's damaged, it's busted. Yeah. I saw the pictures, I'm like, oh yeah, that's busted, 100%, that's shattered. All right, yeah, not a problem. Here's your money back. There was an item that I sold for a relative of mine who will never be getting any more of my help again when it comes to this. The item was cracked at the neck. I never noticed it until I'm shipping the damn thing out. And I seriously hadn't noticed it. And all of a sudden, I'm packaging it up to ship it, and I'm like, what the hell is this fucking crack? And I told the buyer. The buyer's like, oh, okay. Yeah, the buyer sees it, goes, this crack's completely damaged the item. This is completely unusable to me. I don't want it anymore. I want my money back. You cheating son of a bitch. I know there's that old saying that you can't please everyone. And yes, I understand it and I get it. I've lived that credo my entire life. You can't please everyone, more so than you know. However, when it comes to this, there was no pleasing these people to begin with. Some of these people that will do this, they purposely do it because you are a good person. They want to bring you down because nobody can be perfect. Or they just want to be the one that topples down a legend. Or I didn't really feel like spending the money on this. I bought it, but I want to sell and make some extra money, so I'm going to con this person out of my money so I can turn and burn this and get my money back and be really, really happy. Yeah. And in case anyone's wondering, the item that actually did get damaged in transit didn't go with any insurance on it because it didn't go priority. It ended, they put fragile on it, but it didn't go priority. And sadly, because they never offered it to me, they honestly didn't. It went there, they're like, oh, it's going to go this way, which I actually think was priority, but it's like, but there was no insurance on it. They didn't offer any insurance on it. They didn't ask me if I wanted any or anything else, and then they just shipped it out. And that was a couple years ago. But this is just pathetic, and it's more annoying than anything else because, oh yeah, here, let's just screw over a seller. I mean, people that sell their stuff on eBay, they're selling their belongings. For some people, they're selling their stuff that they so desperately want to have, that they don't really want to part with it. They want to keep it, but they have to get rid of it. They don't have a choice because either they're in financial problems, they need the extra money, or it's honestly taking up too much space and they can't, do anything with it, so they have to part with it to somebody else. And this is a great way of making them feel lower than they already did because, hey, guess what? Now on top of having to sell your item, you now have to reimburse the buyer because, oh, I didn't like the way the item was. It was a joke. It was damaged beyond repair. Or, oh, well, it's broken. You knew it was broken. You didn't examine it. It's your fault. I want a full refund. But then the kicker is that said item will then get sold by them, and they'll just rack in a profit because, hey, I just made a crap ton of money off of an item that either A, really wasn't damaged, I just claimed it was, or, oh, well, I was able to fix it with some really clear glue that doesn't even look like, I made it look like it's brand new, and, I fixed it. Now, in the case of the item that actually got damaged, I know for a fact that they actually did repair it and they kept it then, but that's that end. But with this, I had no proof that it was busted. It was fine when I checked it and examined it, and apparently it's busted now, or so they claim. No pictures, no information, their word, and eBay with their, you have 2 days to respond to this or else. So it's either, so basically eBay just holds the gun, the metaphorical gun, up to the seller's head, and it's like, give them back their money. How about a partial refund? They want a full refund, give it back to them now. Try negotiating with them if you want, but they're not going to listen to you, and we're eBay. You need us. And eBay's system is what does this. I mean, I remember a couple years ago, I had an issue with a person that bought a trading card. A $1 trading card that was angered because this trading card was on their account. I guess their kid must have bought it. And it was literally $1. $1 okay? On a credit card, $1. Most credit card companies will literally look at that and go, okay, they were testing it, and they will just, screw the fee. $1. Uno dollaro. All right? I had to refund the $1. But because they did a chargeback against me for it, it cost me $20 on top of the $1. So a $1 trading card cost me $21 to ship back. I had to refund $21. Now explain to me how in the hell that's fair. Now, of course, I did fight PayPal on that, and I did get my $20 back. Because if the buyer would have just opened their mouth and sent me a message and said, hey, my kid bought this. I didn't give him permission to buy this. Could you refund me my $1, please? I would have looked at him and said, no problem. It's $1. That's not a problem. I'll refund it. But because they went through no, this person's a scam artist. They're a shyster. Cost me an extra $20. Which I had to fight to get back because PayPal's system was even screwed up then too, where it's basically, well, unless you have proof that the item was shipped out, it's like, they're telling me that the item was shipped out. They're telling me they fucking got it. Why do you think dear old dad there is flipping the fuck out? No. I had to refund the $1 plus the $20 for the chargeback fee. Which then I had to fight to get back because I even told them I would have just refunded the $1. But you didn't give an option for that. There was either ship out the card, prove the item was shipped out, or refund or, pay them. There was no option for just refund the $1. Because when you do a chargeback, the person that gets the chargeback put against them, they have to pay the fee, which is like $20. I think it's gone up. And that was just for PayPal on an item that I sold on eBay. Do you see the problem here as it constantly evolves? Do you see the issue that constantly comes up? Where every single person, every single being finds some way, somehow, some type of ludicrous way to screw over somebody else. And still, these organizations do nothing to prevent this. Oh, sure, if somebody's selling fake shit on Amazon, just report it to customer service. Provided you're the, legal representation of the person whose copyrighted images they're infringing upon, or you're the person that owns the product for which they're infringing upon, or you're a third-party representative of the people of which they're infringing upon. You're a customer. You're alerting Amazon that there's a fake item. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not an actual Amazon member? No, I'm sorry. We can't talk to you. This is an exclusive club. Get the fuck out of here. With eBay, Oh, eBay, you can report items to your blue in the face. Oh, this is violation of your guidelines. This is digital content. You can't have downloadable content on eBay. You really can't. Go through and look at that list sometime. You really can't. There's a whole list of stuff you can put down on there. Chance listings, digital content, weapons, and other things that are all violations. And then you have people that will just literally go, and they will look at this and go, you know what? I'm just going to up and say that the item was busted. Because it doesn't violate any of this. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get it for free because I'm going to say it was busted. No proof, no nothing. Opens up a return. No bother to contact me. Just figures, oh, I'm an asshole. No, if you would have contacted me, I would have asked you what the hell is going on. I would have asked for pictures. Normally, when somebody has a problem with something, they usually talk to the person that they bought it from. Where the fuck are we? The Old West? Shoot first, shoot later, shoot some more. Then when everybody's dead, try to get my money back. What the hell? But let me know what your thoughts are on this. Have you ever dealt with this? Are you an eBay seller that's ever had to deal with this? Or are you an eBay buyer that is known about the problems on eBay? Like with the scummy sellers that screw you over, or with the buyers that royally screw you to the wall? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.